What's up, guys? Check me out. I got all my hair oils in and stuff. Trying to keep this hair naturally, as y'all know. Got my recession. Got thinning up here. I mean, it's crazy because you really can't tell unless I point it out to y'all. But you comb my hair like this, starting to thin in here. I mean, basically, I'm gonna lose this whole top if I don't do anything. Like, I'm diffuse thinning throughout the entire thing. Luckily, my hair is so black and dark, you can't tell. So I got maybe like a year or two before people start really noticing. And then I'm fucked. So basically, I wanted to make this video. I don't know why the fuck I wanted to make this video. I guess it's just a statement that I'm gonna do this for the next. I mean, I'm gonna give it a year. I gotta give it a year. These natural remedies have been fucking floating around YouTube for too long, all over the internet, all these oils, all these like natural remedies, massages, all this stuff. All right, so I'm just gonna lay it out. I'm gonna do every natural thing possible. And guys, we're basically just gonna figure out if this shit is BS or not. 70% of dudes have hair loss. 70. And by the time you guys are old, it's like 80 to 90% of dudes who like, I mean, you don't die with a full head of hair, you know? Genetics play a big part in when your androgenic alopecia kicks in. Excuse me. And to what severity, all that, yada, yada, yada. But there are a ton of natural remedies that have been going around forever that either need to be disproven or need to be proven. With my eczema, my first natural remedy over medicine type thing, first of all, let me just show you all the eczema on my face right here so you know I'm not lying. This is from lying on a pillow that had like my hair oil, basically. So I mean, this is like a vasodilator. It's also probably irritating to my skin. If I left this on like my other vulnerable spots for eczema, I'd probably get it too. But this is from sleeping on a pillow with the oil. So like I didn't change my like the pillowcase, and this is the result. You know, I wake up and sometimes I got this, sometimes it basically eczema problems. So I digress. My first experience with this natural thing over the medicine thing happened with eczema, and maybe that's why I'm driven so hard to do natural. I went to like the dermatologist years ago. I've been going since I was like 18, which is when my eczema started really bad. And basically, I've only had bad experiences with them. Like I've never had a good experience, man. They've never told me anything I didn't know. I do a ton of research when I get into something. So for hair loss, for eczema, I'm pretty much like becoming an expert. They basically told me everything I knew, gave me steroid creams, and I'm like, okay, well, what can I do to, to really get down into this, to fix the problem? They said just like, go take an allergy test, see if you're sensitive to anything. Went and took the test, wasn't sensitive to anything on the test. And they're like, all right, well, we don't know. Try to figure out what does it for you. Manage your stress, drink water. I'm like, what the like, no, bro. Like, I'm going to have eczema the rest of my life for this. And you're giving me a Band-Aid cream to, like, lather on and say that's it. No, man. I didn't want to accept that. So I started trying different natural remedies. I started with apple cider vinegar. I put it on my eczema. It inflamed it like a motherfucker. And, I mean, I just tried all these different things. I tried different oils. I tried, water intake. I tried not stressing. I mean, yeah, that's all great for your skin, but there's something deeper than that that's going on, man. So the only time I've ever had, all right, so I get eczema here, like crazy easy. Here, on my eyes, on my head. I mean, I had a patch here once. I had a patch on my back. Basically all over. And the only way I was able to stop this from going from continuing, from being constant, was with a diet change. So what I ended up doing is I went on the paleo diet, which is basically, and I also went gluten-free, and I have no dairy. So, I mean, it speaks for itself, you know? Like, I was a kid covered in eczema, now, like, I manage it. And that's something I definitely wanted to say about eczema, is that you have to manage it. You're never going to cure it. So I'll make a separate video on this and all my trial and error with eczema. But let's get back to the real thing, which is the hair. My first good experience was with my skin. So obviously I'm going to try to do natural things for my hair too. There's so much that goes into hair loss. There's the DHT, choking your follicles. We don't actually know how the DHT negatively affects the hair. It disrupts something in the hair growth cycle. And I mean, until they are able to like observe how that actually happens, like the actual process of DHT inhibiting, you know, whatever it does, they're not going to be able to solve this. They're not going to be able to ever know how this is happening. So it makes sense to me that they don't know the cause of male pattern baldness, because how are you going to observe that in like perfect conditions? They can't even recreate like human scalp conditions in a lab to like start this 3D hair printing thing. Whole different thing. Basically, DHT comes up from this side. So think of it, DHT is affecting the hair here to make it come off. Blood flow needs to be coming from here. So Rogaine, right? Rogaine, minoxidil, whatever you want to call it. And then there's like a ton of essential oils like peppermint, rosemary. You know, there's vasodilators on this side that are chemical or that are non-chemical, and there's the vasodilator that's here, that's Rogaine, minoxidil, whatever you want to call it. So, you know, the strength of these are obviously not the same, but the principle is the same, which is blood flow to the head. And people who see really good results usually do Rogaine 2 times a day, and they do some type of derma rolling. They do head massages. I mean, there's a lot of stuff people do who have good success, but the regimens I've seen that are working are minoxidil, derma rolling 1 to 2 a week, and you know, whatever else you want to do for your hair, you can do that too. But those are the 2 keys I've been seeing. So I'm trying to take out the minoxidil. And I started derma rolling about a month ago. It's been interesting to say the least, because like I started with the derma pen, the Dr. pen, and that was like super intense. You know, my head, I don't think was ready for that. I went 1.5 on the first time around, and that just, I mean, don't do that. Start like 1.0 millimeters and work your way up. And then I got the roller, I got the stamp. I'd actually really recommend the stamp for, you know, sensitive areas, and then the roller for like a little bit more flexibility. The pen is, I think, great for the hairline. And then, but honestly, who's to say you can use it all over your head? Microneedling has been shown to be effective, and we'll see if it is. So let me just bring this all back together. For the next couple months, I'll be microneedling. I'm going to continue to be microneedling. I'm going to continue to use the oils I use, which is rosemary oil, castor oil, and I do ACV rinses. I use Regenepure DR shampoo, sometimes Pure Dior. I use Nizoral, pumpkin seeds. I mean, my diet is fish and spinach and greens. Exercise is good. Stress level is pretty high though. And they say that stress can bring about hair loss. So this is a little, you know, my videos are going to kind of be like this in the beginning, because I'm not a YouTuber. I don't consider myself that, but I definitely want to help people, and I definitely want y'all to see this with me. So I'm either going to go bald and y'all are going to see it, and I'm going to go through this journey of acceptance with you guys, or I'm going to keep this. I'm going to have some type of results, and I need people to see this, man, because there's too much bullshit out there in terms of hair, and we already, men losing hair is like losing our external penis, you know what I mean? It's like, it's so, you don't know how important it is until you start to lose it. And I'm trying to help you out through this. Alright, so I'll make a video checking in once I see some types of results, maybe in another month. Until then, I'm just going to go on autopilot with this thing and not stress. So the derma roller, the oils, the diet, the shampoo, the massages, the headstands. I'm sure I'm living something out. But keep an eye out for my next video. This should be interesting, guys. So follow along with me, and thanks for watching.